Welcome to 843 TV. I'm your host, Will Wareham with WHHI-TV.
And I'm Morgan Canty.
We are here standing in front of the new River House on Spring Island. It's a beautiful setting, and we're going to be joined today by Tom Noyes, who's the general manager out here at Spring Island.
And Bruce Kinke, a member and president of the board of directors here.
And finally, John Strother, who is the broker in charge for Spring Island Realty. It's a great show. You don't want to miss it, so stick around for more 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.
.843 TV, where Bluffton comes to speak.
Where Spring Island comes to speak.
Where Hilton Head Island comes to speak.
Where Port Royal comes to speak.
.843 TV,
where communities come to speak.
Welcome to 843 TV. We are now joined by Tom Noyes, who is the general manager here at Spring Island. Tom, thank you for being here today.
Oh, absolutely. Welcome. Good morning.
Thank you. We are here in a gorgeous setting at the River House. Beautiful day. So how did you personally come to hear about Spring Island, and what made you decide to come here?
Well, actually, back in March of 2011, a very good friend of mine called and said, hey, you need to take a look at this job posting at Spring Island. And I said, no, really, I'm fine. I'm happy here in Southwest Florida and doing our thing, raising our family. And he said, no, really, Spring Island's different. You need to take a look at this. So I did. And when I saw the job ad and I went on the Spring Island website, I really was bound and determined to throw my hat in and challenge for the position. So I did, and so here we are.
Very nice.
How's Spring, why did you think it was different, and why is it proven to be different from other communities?
Well, so many communities and clubs have a pre-established or preordained set of amenities: golf, tennis, dining, fitness, very traditional, but Spring Island is almost unlimited. Fishing, shooting, boating, equestrian, fabulous rec center, 2 different clubhouses, the nature trails, nature center, sales office. It's almost unlimited. It's just amazing. And as complex as I knew that it was going in, it's turned out to be so many more layers even than that. It's just a fascinating place.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Tom, can you describe some of the challenges of running a club that just celebrated its 25th anniversary?
I think, the interesting part about being 25 years old is that we are not fully built out. We have to try to balance our culture and our history and our traditions, which we hold so dear to all of us and that we honor, but yet realize and look forward that, what do we need to be, what do we need to have going forward? Do we need larger facilities? In the old days of Spring Island, meals were served using the boarding house reach, and that doesn't work. We now serve 250 to 300 people sometimes at some of our larger events. So, things have to change.
And do you do mainly that here at this River House? Is that where you do a lot of the entertaining? Or?
With our new renovations to the River House, the deck that we're sitting on, we have just a huge expanse here. We can throw a party from the backyard to the front yard and everything included, and it's really fun to be able to consider so many more possibilities for functions. It's great.
So Tom and Bruce, now that the club is celebrating its 25th year, what do you foresee for the next 25 years?
Well, we traditionally have operated kind of on a 5, 6, 7 year planning cycle, and we're trying to stretch our thinking out to be more like 30 and 40 year in some regards planning. We are doing master planning and trying to include everything at Spring Island instead of just the things that are easy to see. It's easy to see if golf carts are worn out or fitness equipment or things like that, but with our age, we now have to look at some of the unseen things which have to be taken a little more scientifically, maybe a little more analytically. The depths of ponds, pond siltation, drainage ditches, not always fun stuff, but we still need to do it, and we need to look at it to keep our infrastructure right and functioning. And as I said a minute ago, we just need to see what we need to have and to be going forward. And it takes it takes a good set of goals and objectives. It takes a good, well thought and agreed upon planning process, and those are things that we're working on now at the board level and management staff level.
Real quick.
Yep, and you're doing a good job. And we have a really strong committee that's doing a long-term strategic plan over the next 10 years. And as Tom said, they're diving into water treatment and the bridge that we come to get over to Spring Island. So we want to know what's going to happen in the next 10 years. We want to know it for not only the management here, but we want to know it for the members. We want to keep the members involved. Members want to know what's going on.
Sure.
And we do a really good job in letting them know that.
Are there any other specific changes that you guys see on the horizon?
Well, one of the interesting things about Spring Island that I'm often quoted saying that we're really only limited by our own creativity. We're very fortunate to have space, fantastic members and volunteers. We have good resources, so we're not landlocked. If we decide that we need a different facility of some sort or want to even try something. Last year we decided we were going to try raising chickens, so we're producing our own eggs now. Next year, I shouldn't even say what it might be next year, but ideas come up and we look at them and we don't have to say, oh, no, we don't have a space for a half-acre herb garden, or we don't have space for a chicken coop. We look at ideas and we consider their relevance to our goals and objectives and our values. If they work and if it's something that we want to do, we take a shot at it.
Yeah. Tom's a very, very busy guy. The board is very involved, and I think I'm wearing him out after a year of, why don't we try this? Why don't we do this? But it's terrific. And what Tom and his team do, which I really love, is they always go to, let's talk about yes. Let's talk about, we want to do something, well, let's say yes first, and if we really can't do it, well, let's work toward that. But real positive attitude that we have here, and he does a terrific job, and he's got a great staff.
Thank you. Yes, we do. We have a super team here.
Yep.
Thank you.
Exciting.
Well, Tom, thank you very much for joining us.
It's our pleasure.
And please stick around for another segment of 843 TV.